Okay, so this is a better video on how to cast on. Making sure you have a long tail, you will make a small loop in your wool. This is how I do it. Everyone's got a different way. Then, bringing the tail to the front and your ball of wool to the back, you're going to take your 2 knitting needles, you're going to put them through the loop. Then with these 2 fingers, you're going to go underneath like that, and the baby finger is going to catch them. So there we go. Baby finger catch them. See? And now you're going to open your fingers, and what it's going to do, it's going to tighten the wool on the needles. Okay, so that's what it looks like. I'll show you again. 2 fingers go through, baby finger comes to the front, catches the wool, tight. Now, once you've got that, as it looks like from the top, but that's not what you're going to see, because you're seeing exactly what I see. So when I'm sitting and looking at my fingers and my hands, this is what I see. I'm going to pull the needles towards me, but all the time holding the wool nice and tight. See how it goes through? Nice and tight. I'm going to bring the needles, scratching the thumb here. See, they're going to come forward, they're going to scratch the thumb, they're going to catch the wool in the front, and then going to catch the wool at the back. And that is what forms the loop. It's going to fall off the thumb is going to go through here, and you're back where you started. So let's show it again. 2 fingers in, little baby finger catching, pull this hand forward with the needles, they're going to scratch the inside of the thumb. See how it's doing that? It's going to go, get the thumb out the way, it's going to go and catch. So you're scratching the finger there, scratching the finger. Now you've got them on the needle, and the thumb, as you bring the needles forward, the thumb is going to move back. And then once the loop is through, it falls off the thumb, but then the thumb immediately comes in and pulls the wool. See how it pulls the wool? So scratch inside of thumb, scratch inside of finger, pull through. Thumb drops, thumb picks up, scratch inside of thumb, scratch inside of finger, pull through, thumb drops, thumb picks up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drops, thumb picks up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drops, thumb picks up, scratch finger, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drops, thumb picks up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drops, thumb picks up. All the time the tension is here. This is what's holding the wool. This is what decides how much wool is coming through, because all the time it's pulling, everything is pulling, and this is what decides. These fingers here are working all the time. Scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb over, thumb drop, thumb pick up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drop, thumb pick up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drop, thumb pick up, scratch thumb, scratch finger, thumb drop, thumb pick up. If this one was not to move, see, finger, thumb through, catch, little finger catching there. See, okay, see that? If this were not to move, then what you would have is you would have the thumb moving away. So if I'm holding this hand straight, not moving it, the thumb scratching inside, the finger scratching inside, thumb over, thumb pick up. You see the movement? So if I don't move this, I'm going to put them on the table. Thumb scratching, finger scratching, thumb dropping, thumb picking up the wool. But it's easier if you use both hands, okay? I made it really tight. So if only this hand moves, it'll be thumb scratching, finger scratching, pulling through the loop that's on the thumb and taking it off the thumb. But this thumb has to now work, it has to pull it tighter. And there you go. And of course, once you're finished, this is very tight. You're going to be pulling out one needle, and there's your work. Now you will see how beautifully even it is, because I'm always making sure that I'm keeping the tail to the front. It's the tail that goes over the thumb. Why? Because if you put the tail to the back, every time you form a loop, it's going to chew up that tail wool. Then you're going to have to have a very, very, very long tail. So it doesn't really make a difference, a fundamental difference, but all it does will change how much of the tail, how long your tail's got to be. So there we go.